Okay.
Okay, and then you mark your 15 degrees on your protractor here, and then you draw a line from here to here. Transfer that line all the way across to the other side, and this piece right here has already got 15 degrees on it, so you just line up this edge here and get a cleaner edge. I guess they're all pretty much the same. Just like that. And then you get your 15 degrees across here, and your 15 degrees on that side. Now this is what you're going to cut out, only this much here, and nothing on this side. And then we're going to go down to this side over here, and we'll be doing the same thing. The right leg, of course. Like that. We probably want to get our measurements the same, so that we got a uniform sawhorse, so that's about 3/4. So then we'll put the leg on there. Make sure you got 15 degrees. This is already cut at 15 degrees. Put your marks on both sides. And you can actually check it with your protractor. Make sure that your 15 degrees is correct. Perfect. And then the same thing here. And this will be cut out. Nothing will be cut on this side. So you'll have your 15 degrees in on both sides. And then we'll go and do the same thing on this side. Okay, now I'm going to cut this out at 15 degrees. And this little piece right here that I'm going to be cutting off, so we can't see the line, there it is there, I'm going to be holding underneath here to hold this at 15 degrees. And then I'll be able to cut these pieces out right here with the saw. So this is the piece that I cut. 15 degrees. Cut it on there like that. Put this on the edge. Make sure my front is down tight. And then I'll start cutting across. Okay, there we go. That's what it's going to look like after it's cut out. And then the leg will fit in there like that. Okay, that's a little wide, but put down a little bit closer. Okay, so the leg is going to fit in there like that on that angle. Okay, now we got one side cut, so it's that side is cut and that side. So now we're going to swap this over to the other angle of 15 degrees, like that, and then we're going to cut the ends at 15. It's 15. And then we're going to cut the other side. And we're also swapping sides of the table. I was over here, now I'm on this side. Okay, now to make the legs, I got 15 degrees on the saw here. I got 15 degrees on my straight edge here. And I ran that already through here. Cut that off. Now to cut the other side of this, we want to take the whole thing and move it over to the other side of the table. And then cut it off over here. So we get the angle going in the opposite direction. I'll show you what that looks like in a sec. Okay, so I just cut that off and ran that through there now, and that fits on here. This piece is going to fit on like that with the 15 degrees out, and that side at 15 degrees is going to fit properly seated on the floor at 15 degrees, plus kicked out this way off the front. You'll see when it's done. Okay, now those two legs that I just got done cutting is this side and this side. Now we got to swap sides with this. Go over to 15 degrees on this side. And then we'll cut the other two legs. And I also drilled a pilot hole. With a pilot hole, it keeps this wood from splitting. I'm only doing this on this. You probably won't have to do it on the bigger stuff. And these two went in straight. Went in straight like that. These ones are going to go in on an angle so they don't meet in the middle here. And then when you get done, this is what you have. A sawhorse. And with the legs on the angle like that, when you're standing on it, which you will see in the video, you don't fall forward on it because it's stable. It's more stable this way. I'm just pressing over the edges too far, but that's what it does for you. It stables your stance so you don't fall over and you can't fall this way. So 15 degrees, that's all you need. And for cutting all your braces that go under here, little plywood braces, which I wouldn't need on this. That's just a mock-up to show you guys how it's done. It works the same principle on a big one. Oh yes, and another thing I would like to point out on this sawhorse is if you're going to use screws, use the Robinson screw, wood screw. That's about the best screw on the market. They don't strip as easy. I got all square edges and they work really good. I've had other screws where they just strip and then you end up with a bigger problem. So, good old Robinson. Works every time. Oh yes, and another thing when you're building your sawhorses, if you don't want them to be extremely heavy, just use a 2x6 on the top. And instead of using 2x4s for legs, you can use a 1x6 spruce. And that'll lighten up your load for moving your sawhorse around. And it'll still be as strong. Good sawhorse, bad sawhorse. Okay, this is just to show you the gussets that I have made. This side and this side. And then you got your crossers going across here for extra support.